It is time for another week in review, and what a week it has been. We started off this week with a mouse in the house, which was not an enjoyable experience in the slightest. I don't like mice or crawly things or things that dart around and hide behind stuff. I don't like that at all. We have a mouse trap now. we didn't own mouse traps before. It's a live catch trap, so that's cool, I guess. No other mice have been found. The cat hasn't found any. The mouse trap is still empty. We have a little mint aerating thing, thanks to a tip from a viewer there in the comments, and ultrasonic mouse repellent plug-in thing, which might do something, I don't know. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff to try and deter mice. Not sure where it got in from, still. We did have a quick look around the house. There's not really any holes. It might have been able to get in through the heat vents, maybe? Like when that blows to the outside, it cooled in there. Not entirely 100% sure, but we do have a trap, and that's set, and hopefully it's just going to be a one-off thing, or if it happens again, we can catch them a little easier now. We're also all caught up on LEGO Harry Potter. Episode 21 was the last episode that I recorded previously, several months ago. I recorded 22, 23, and 24 last night. And we'll carry on recording those as they come. We're getting towards the end of the series, actually, and it's going to be a sizable hole that we'll have to fill in the channel. We might do the Quidditch, Harry Potter, World Cup, whatever. I believe I mentioned that in the last week in review. Beyond that, I don't know, we're going to have to think of a new game to Let's Play. I was going to do Jurassic World, the LEGO Jurassic World. That's kind of been and gone now, though, so we'll have to see. If you have any ideas in the comments about what you'd like to see me play, then definitely leave a comment in the comments, as the comment section generally implies. Also had another IRL video yesterday, which was a DIY microphone shock mount for $0. That seems to have been going over quite well. People are interested in that. Might do a couple more things like that, little DIY projects. I want to get into more makey, tinkery stuff. I have a few ideas that I want to implement, but we'll see what comes of those. I also tried something new recording-wise with the last Mage Quest episode, Mage Quest 18, maybe? I'm terrible with the episode numbers. The latest Mage Quest episode, I recorded that live, which was interesting. Didn't come out as well as I wanted it to. We had some issues with the audio that I had to fix in post, which took quite a while. But beyond that, it was alright. I think we're going to we'll try it again sometime, maybe next week. Maybe with Mage Quest again, maybe with the Patron server. See how it goes then. I'm going to try a couple new ideas recording-wise. It's something that I'd like to do, and hopefully you guys would like to see it in the future as well. Again, leave me a comment in the comments, as the comments implies, about if you'd like to join in for those particular live streams. There's a lot that goes into the recordings. To get a half-hour episode, it's often 2, maybe 3 hours of recording. So to share that full block with you and keep myself more entertained by being able to interact with you guys is definitely a good idea in my books. But, of course, like I said, let me know what you think as well. Speaking of the Patreon server, there was a lack of a Patreon server episode this week. Basically, the reason being is there's nothing really to show right now. I'm still doing a whole bunch of work off camera in the corridors, working on the classrooms a little bit, basically building the structure of the castle, which is all kind of boring work, so there's not really anything interesting to make a video of there. Like, hey, here is the room requirement that we did, and now we're just going to place blocks for 3 hours. Like, it's it's a little bit of a letdown, really. That's going to be coming soon, though. We're going to work on some new stuff there. And if you look up to the top right of the YouTube video, or if you're watching this a while down the road, it could be anywhere by now. It may not even exist, because YouTube likes to change itself up so much. There should be a card which has a poll. Just got a couple of options asking about the Patreon server that I want to know your opinions of. I'm not sure how I'm going to phrase the question yet, so click the eye or tap the eye if you're on a mobile device, or lick the eye if you're on a oral YouTube device, I don't know, some crazy future technology, and vote on the poll up there. And also the game night series, that has seemed to have come to a grinding halt. Basically the reason being is the lack of time that I've had to do the editing on the Heroescape video that we've got coming up next. Or hopefully next anyway. We also haven't really had much time to record anything else for you. With the Heroescape episode, there is an issue with the audio. I don't really know what happened to it, but it's very low quality. I took the cell phone audio because the Blue Yeti audio, whatever, just doesn't exist for some reason. I don't know if I failed to record it or if it got corrupted somehow. The cell phone audio, though, which is normally fine, if you look in the mouse catching video, the cell phone quality, while not perfect, is pretty good in parts of it. In this Heroescape stuff, though, it's just bad. I don't know what happened to it, and I apologize when you hear it. It was a really good Heroescape battle, though, so I really want to get it released. I'm trying desperately to make the audio as good as I possibly can. So it's still going to take a little bit of time to get that edited, but that will be coming in the future as well. And that pretty much wraps up a whole week in review. There hasn't really been much in real life stuff, unfortunately. There's just been a whole bunch of work-related stuff, which I can't really talk about. Beyond that, I mean, we had the mouse, but there's been a video about that. It's been pretty dull here. The weather's warming up, but still nothing exactly notable. I would, of course, like to thank you guys for your continued support over just watching the videos, over on Patreon, those people who are watching the TAD adverts on their smart devices. All huge helps towards the channel. I appreciate that so much. Don't forget to leave a like on this particular week in review, and of course any of the other videos that you find yourself enjoying. Seeing those likes come in, it definitely offers a form of motivation, and I really appreciate that. But I would like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you later next week.